Think scaling AI is hard? Think again. With Watson X, you can deploy AI across any environment. Above the clouds, helping pilots navigate flights, and on lots of clouds, helping employees automate tasks. On-prem, so designers can access proprietary data, and on the edge, so remote bank tellers can assist customers. Watson X works anywhere, so you can scale AI everywhere. Learn more at ibm.com/WatsonX. IBM. Let's create.
Hi, and welcome to IKEA. How can I help?
Oh, my schedule is crazy. I just want some me time.
Maybe it's time to embrace the joy of staying in. With comfortable beds, pillow and decor, mood lighting, and so much more, you can turn your bedroom into the place to be.
Oh, sounds like a dream.
We've got you. Visit us in-store or at ikea-usa.com/sleep to create your dream bedroom today.
Want to make a podcast? Spotify's got a platform that lets you make one super easily, distribute it everywhere, and even earn money, all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit your podcasts right from your phone or your computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify, and when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&As and polls are the best way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Ever since I discovered Spotify for Podcasters, I feel so supported in the creation and distribution of my show. Spotify for Podcasters hosts masterclasses, office hours, and more to help creators develop and fine-tune their skills. I highly recommend you give it a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 80/20. My name's Lily. I'm your host. I've not had a lot of good topics flowing into my brain recently. So today's episode's just going to be a little Q&A, life update, chatting with you guys type episode. I haven't really done a big, huge life update in such a long time, and there is a lot going on in my life. So I thought that a life update might be kind of fun. I know that you guys do enjoy the personal side of things, and obviously you do enjoy the specific topic type episodes. I feel like every time I do something that's not one specific topic, I have to justify why I'm talking about my own life and stuff. But I know that you guys like this kind of stuff. I've noticed this trend with content creators a lot, but everybody's always justifying every little thing, and it is so annoying. And then I look at myself and I do the same thing. People will be like, oh, I just bought this new designer bag, but I work really hard and I feel like I deserve it and I save a lot of money. Or oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And everybody always has to justify why they're doing what they're doing. But in reality, we can all just live our lives and just hope that everybody just minds their own business. Today I was watching a YouTube video and everybody in the comments was absolutely pissed at this girl for making her title kind of clickbaity. And then too, people find little ways to get offended by literally anything and everything, and it can be the most harmless thing and people get offended by it. I don't know, kind of low-key fed up with social media recently. Just I get like this sometimes. I have really good months where I'm really on my social media game, and then I also just have points where I'm just I am so sick and tired of social media. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. But you guys know I love the podcast, and it's just a very different vibe here. And I think the fact that you can't comment on a podcast and there's no thumbs up, thumbs down, there's no drama, a podcast. So it's just different here. I feel we can be more open, we can be more honest, we can be more real, and it's a lot more authentic too. It's just being on the phone with a friend. So I hope that that's what the show is for you. I know that's what it is for me, and I really enjoy this platform, and I'm so glad that you guys are here. Which, speaking of, we have a little celebration to put on because 80/20 just hit 100,000 lifetime plays. So thank you guys so much for that. Thank you for listening to my voice 100,000 times. That's actually crazy. But I really appreciate you being here, and we can only go up from here. Speaking of, Season 2 is coming to a close next week, which is another life update. I made a rough outline, and then I also put on my Instagram questions for you guys to ask me if you had any. A lot of the questions that you guys asked were already in my outline of things that I wanted to talk about today, so this episode might be like all over the place, but it's fine. So just be forewarned that I have a lot to say, and I'm very energized, and we're just gonna have a fun like catch up type conversation. Season 2 is coming to a close. I wanted to make sure that we had 30 episodes in season 2, and it's actually perfect because it was pretty much the whole summer season. Like, I launched in early June, and then we took it all through the summer, and then summer officially ends like late September, I think, or like September, maybe it's like September 25th, I want to say is like the last technical day of summer. So season 2, we're going to have this episode and then another episode on Monday, and then our last monthly Q&A episode next Thursday. So today's the 16th when I'm recording this, Thursday the 16th. I'm going to post this tomorrow just because I've been so backed up like these past few days, and I just have so much going on, which we'll get into in this episode. I'll have one episode go up next Monday and then another one next Thursday. And then I'm going to take a 2-week break because I am working on a lot of things, and that 2-week break will allow me to A, prep for season 3, which I have not done yet, and B, do some projects, which we'll get into in a second. But I want your feedback. How did you like season 2? What did you like about it? What do you want to see more of or hear more of? Any guests that you want me to invite on the show? The thing with guests, here's my take on guests. Guests are really hard to do over Zoom. And the reason I say that is because you can't really carry a good conversation through a computer screen. And I feel like whenever I have guests on the show, it's just me like asking them a question and then they answer it. And then I ask another question and then they answer it. And then there's like a lag and the screens just divide us. And the differences between the episodes of where I'm recording in person with someone who I'm close to versus recording on Zoom with someone who either like I admire or I think that they're a good fit for the show, because I have a huge list of guests that I would love to have on the show, but I don't want to do them over Zoom. And I don't know, I like want to have more guests on the show obviously, but I also want to make sure that like I vibe with them, and it'd be so fun to be able to actually sit down and record with people rather than trying to carry like a solid good conversation through a Zoom call, because it just never lands the way that I want it to. I go back and I listen to the Zoom recordings and I just don't love them. Like, I just know that they could be so much better if we were sitting in the same room together. And so that's why I don't really do guests very often. Although next week, get ready because we're going to do like a Reiko Girls episode. I have 2 sisters, one older, one younger. And I thought that it would be fun to have a sister podcast episode. So that'll go up on Monday, hopefully, or maybe Thursday. I don't know, depending on how long it's going to take to edit. Lexi and I are actually going down to Norfolk, Virginia, which is where my sister and her fiance live. And we're going to go down this weekend. We're surprising her with like a little birthday party. She doesn't really listen to the show, so she won't hear that. We're gonna get like a cake from this local bakery that she loves, and we're just gonna have a little function. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm thinking about vlogging it, but I also don't know if I'm just gonna want to like be present in the moment. We're gonna go down and visit her, and we have a lot, like we literally have such a jam-packed weekend. I'm gonna try to fit the podcast recording in there, maybe like a Sunday afternoon type vibe or like a Sunday morning vibe. A Sunday morning coffee podcast recording. That sounds like so much fun. Like pajamas on, coffee in hand, just sister fun. Or like a pregame podcast recording. That could also be fun. Or we could do a 2-part series. I don't really know what that's going to look like, but my sisters are a ton of fun, and I think that you guys would really, really love that content. So I also asked you guys on Instagram, maybe like last week or the week before, like what you guys want to like see and hear more of. And so many of you just said my life. just genuine, good old Lily's life. So ask and you shall receive, is what they say. Next little section of the life update is all of the fun stuff going on in Lily Rayco Health for the next couple weeks, months, the fall winter season. This is exclusive info for podcast listeners only because you guys are the real ones. And I thought that I would give you a little preview as to what's in store so you can be prepared. I am dropping some merch in about a little bit over a week, maybe closer to 2 weeks from now. I'm so excited about it. I don't really like to call it merch, even though that's what it is. But merch to me sounds like just a t-shirt. And I've said this from the very beginning, just like a t-shirt that's like, oh, I'm a big fan of Lily Rayco. And that's not at all what this is. This is Lily Rayco Health apparel, basically. Like if you go to like a gym and you get a t-shirt from like your gym, or if you go to like a yoga studio and you get a t-shirt from your yoga studio, like it's business merchandise. Does that make sense? Like, do you guys kind of see the difference? Like, I never have done merch in the past because it just felt so stupid to me. It just felt so like, oh, I'm better than everyone else because I have my name on a t-shirt. And that's not how I operate. That's never how I've operated. And that's not really how you guys operate either. This merch is Lily Rayco Health business merchandise. And the sweatshirts and the tote bags have a very cute saying, a very cute design on them. It's very me, and it's very like Lily Rayco Health. Think like little sprout emoji type thing. I mean, it's not an emoji on it. Like, God, no, it's not an emoji. But just the little sprout emoji inspired this graphic design, and Lexi actually came up with the little mantra. And then I have hats as well, and the hats are freaking adorable, and those are the Lily Rayco Health logo because I just love like a simple logo hat. So as far as what the merchandise looks like, because obviously we're talking, I can't show you guys until like the launch. It's modeled after the 80/20 podcast feed. So it's very aesthetically pleasing, neutrals and greens, kind of whimsical, and you guys are going to be obsessed with these products. It's a very nice transition from summer to fall, and you are going to want every single piece of this collection. And I've already kind of like teased the merch to like some of my friends and my clients and stuff, and I've gotten really good feedback on it. So I just know that you guys are gonna love it. It's very, very, very limited quantity because I did not know how much to order as far as like sizing goes and like quantities go. I obviously didn't want to have like boxes of this merchandise sitting in my garage. So this is going to be a very exclusive, very small drop. So if you want to get your hands on this merchandise, you need to be quick. Like, I just know that it's gonna go very, very, very quickly. So if I were you, I would definitely join the mailing list to be notified when this stuff goes out. On top of that, someone asked me on Instagram what the price points are gonna be. Different items are obviously priced differently just because of the nature of the items, but there's nothing over $55. I think everything is very fairly priced. It's comparable to other types of like comfy, casual merchandise. I believe that it's very fairly priced, and I hope that you guys absolutely love it. And I'm also going to be running a bit of a special on the website when the merchandise goes live. So if you want to be involved in the special, like the offer, definitely hop on the newsletter so you get notified right when the merchandise goes live. Next update in the Lily Rayco Health business world, I am running another Good Things Come in Threes program, and info about this will be available probably in the next week to 2 weeks. No, realistically 2 or 3. If you guys are not familiar with what Good Things Come in Threes is, it is a coaching program. I don't want to say group coaching program because To some degree it is, but there's also levels to fly solo. There's levels to do some private coaching. So it really is the embodiment of everything that Lily Rico Health has to offer. And it includes all the tips, tools, recipes, lifestyle changes, daily habit tracker, and so much more. I mean, that is literally just a sprinkle of everything that Good Things Come in Threes teaches. It is a wellness and lifestyle transformation program for 20-something women. I know what it feels like to be absolutely lost when it comes to your health and wellness journey, even if you think you know what the right path might be, even if you just want accountability or someone to support you through this journey, whether you are at day 0 of your wellness journey or day 100 of your wellness journey, this program is for you. And I'm so excited to give you guys kind of a sneak peek of what this next round has to offer. It's going to look very, very different than the first round of Good Things Come in Threes. I know that a lot of people who listen to the podcast are like new listeners. Like I get so many DMs that are like, oh, I found you through the podcast, which I think is so cool. So I guess this is a little bit of background for those of you who are newer to the show or newer to Lily Rico Health. Good Things Come in Threes was a 33-day group coaching program that I designed back in the spring, and I ran it for the first time ever, and it was the coolest thing I've ever done. One of my favorite programs that I've ever run, and I'm really pumped to run it again. When I ran it the first time, it was my first time running a group program, and just being completely transparent with you guys, from a business perspective, I very much undercharged for the program, and I over-delivered for the program. And this time around, it's going to be very, very different. I feel like I really burned myself out doing it the way that I did it last time. And I have made changes to it. I spent the whole last spring and summer kind of reworking the program, running through different types of methods that would work a lot better. And I'm really excited to share with you guys what it's going to look like. Probably in the next couple weeks. It's going to be really, really cool, and it's going to be a lot more manageable, I think, for you, the client, and me, the coach, as well. Because when I did it the first time, I did 3 live 45-minute coaching sessions every single week. It was like info every single day, and it was only 33 days. But this time around, it's going to be I don't want to give too much away because I don't know, it's like, it's not done yet. I don't want to be like, I don't want to give away all my secrets, but just know that there's going to be a couple different options. There's going to be I don't want to give it all away. Okay, let's just say that there's going to be an option for it to be a short experience, a long experience, and a long and very personalized experience. And that's all I can say right now, but just know that it's going to be really freaking good. And I know that you guys are absolutely going to love it. And if you did Good Things Come in Threes the first time, this is going to be almost a completely different program, kind of the same underlying theme, but basically a new program. And if you are a Good Things Come in Threes alumni, I will be reaching out to you within the next couple weeks because I have a special offer for you. So if you did the first round of Good Things Come in Threes, just know that I'm thinking about you and I want you to be a part of this second round because you helped me be able to shape this new program. Like, I've taken all of your feedback into consideration and I would love for you to be a part of it. So if you participated in the first round of Good Things Come in Threes, I'm going to have a special offer just for my alumni, and you definitely don't want to miss out. So just be on the lookout for an email from me. As far as price points for this round of Good Things goes, and this goes for everybody, just like a general admission ticket, no special offer taken into consideration yet. There's going to be a couple different levels of pricing, and I'm probably going to change the names of like the different tiers or like levels or whatever. But right now, the standard level is $189, and it would be so perfect right now to tell you guys everything that includes, because just telling you a random price and not letting you know what you're actually paying for absolutely kills me and is something that you are just not really supposed to do as a business owner. You're just not supposed to do that. You're supposed to obviously like pitch the offer and then be like, oh, by the way, it costs this much. But just know that it is very much so worth your investment. And I know that a lot of my clients are on a tight budget. I know that a lot of you are in college, are young working women, and I want you to be able to have a heads up and kind of budget that for the next month or so. Like if you know for sure that you want to be a part of this program and you want to know how much you should set aside for the next month, $189 is a good number. There's gonna be an early bird discount, so I would definitely take advantage of that if I were you. But just know that that price gets you a transformative lifestyle coaching experience that has absolutely changed the lives of so many women. I cannot wait to watch the transformation happen in your life too. So if this sounds like something that you want to be a part of, you can send me a DM on Instagram, you can join the mailing list, you can reach out to me in some way, shape, or form, and I will make sure that you get all the information that you need in order to be a part of this. I cannot wait to share what I've been working on with you guys. I feel like I had one more thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about as far as like businessy stuff goes. Oh, this is good. I am revamping or giving a facelift to all of my guides and ebooks on the site. So if you guys, this is so annoying, if you guys followed me during this time, whatever. If you guys have ever been to my website, I used to have 3 resources available for download on my site. One was a grocery list, one was my social media detox kit, and then another one was my 7 healthy breakfast recipes. I am retiring those 3 resources. I'm giving the social media detox kit a facelift. I'm giving my grocery list a facelift and adding in a couple more resources to that one as well. And then I'm also going to have an option to bundle the 2 of those items if you guys want to get those at a discounted rate. So those will all go up on my website at the same point in time when the merch goes up. I've grown so much as a coach since the day that I launched my website and those resources. Sorry, the dog is barking. So there are things that I want to tweak, things that I want to add into those resources and stuff. So I have retired the original versions of those, and now it's like vintage Lily Rico Health materials. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog barking downstairs, but this will be like a long personal story, but whatever. We've been talking for like 30 minutes now and you guys seem to like it, so if you've listened this far, we'll just keep on chatting. My mom went on a trip with some of her high school friends, and I don't know, long story short, she had to get rerouted on her flight back, and her bag is finally getting delivered. Like right now, and the delivery lady pulled into the driveway. So like she lost her luggage and now it's getting delivered. And our dog goes crazy when it's not one of the cars that she recognizes. And so this is like a white van. So obviously she's like going ballistic downstairs. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably have very, very similar stories as to why your dog barks as well. Just to, stranger danger, I guess. You guys are gonna like this. I was watching Bianca Henderson's I think it was like the vlog that she posted the other day or today even. I think it was like her second trimester recap. I've been loving Bianca's YouTube videos. She's just so cute. She's funny. She's real. Just seems like a really cool gal. And in her newest vlog, she has a puppy named Murphy, and her husband like called for Murphy in the vlog, and my dog Gabby started looking around like, who the hell is Murphy and why is this guy calling Murphy's name? And she just started barking. She was like looking out the window. She's like, I don't know who Murphy is. Like, I know that those were the words that she was thinking in her mind, and it just cracked me up because she got like so protective just because of like a guy's voice in a video calling for a dog that she didn't know, and it's really funny. Gabby is our black lab. She's almost 2. So she still is a little bit of puppy, and she's very, very, very protective over us. And specifically my mom and I think because we work from home and we're always home, she is very protective. And she's like, you have to get through her in order to get to us. So to some degree, I kind of appreciate that. Let me pull up the Instagram post because some of you guys asked me some questions and I'm not sure if I've entirely answered every single one of them. So let's see what you guys asked. A lot of it was about merch and a lot of it was about the next round of Good Things Come in Threes. Oh, and the cookbook too. The cookbook's coming. I don't have a date for you guys. It was going to be this fall, but I don't love the way that it's turning out, and I was doing all the graphic design for it in Canva, and I don't love the way that it looks. I want it to look like a very, very legitimate, professional looking cookbook, and I can only do so much. And I feel like we need to put that project on hold until either I'm more inspired or until I can find a graphic designer that I think would be best fit for the project. So I don't know. But the good news is that if you join Good Things Come in Threes, you will get so many recipes. I am talking dozens of recipes. A lot of you guys ask me like questions like Q&A type vibes. We'll do our monthly Q&A here at the end of the month, so I'll just kind of like save those questions for that. Yeah, what's your current workout routine? Favorite part about being a health coach? Would you say 2021 is better than 2020? Like, I'll answer all of these in next week's Q&A because I feel like those are more like Q&A fit questions. Oh, this is exciting. Can you tell us more about the process of getting certified to be a spin instructor? I shared this in a vlog recently that I am a certified spin instructor. So I love spin and I've been wanting to be a spin instructor for a while. So I went online and I was like, what's the best certification process? What's the best certification program for spin instructors? And there's Spinning HQ, there's like ACE, personal training certification, and then there's Stages. And Stages is a brand of bikes that is typically used for rhythmic spin, and what I would love to teach is rhythmic. So I kind of just like weighed on my options and I decided to go with Stages because I felt like the most aligned with their training program. So I did a virtual course and it taught me all about bike setup and safety, which are super, super important before you can do any workout. I learned about the kinesiology of spinning, learned about how to create a workout that actually helps to burn calories but also make you stronger, which is super important. A lot of times with heavy cardio workouts, people think that like the faster and harder the class is, the better, when in reality, adding more resistance creates a higher power output, which then makes you stronger. And then you can toss in some high intensity interval training as well. And then you can go like super fast as long as you have a decent resistance on the wheel. Taught me how to create a workout, how to create my playlist, RPMs, BPMs, target, gears, all that kind of stuff. So it was really fascinating just to learn about the creation of the workout because that's obviously one of the most important parts of it all. So I really enjoyed that instructor training, and I'm hoping to eventually teach at some point down the road. So that's how I got Stages certified. Now, a lot of studios have their own protocol. So if you want to instruct for SoulCycle, you can't just walk in and be like, oh, I have my Stages instructor certification, let me hop on a bike. They have a very intense instructor audition process and then training program. So that is a whole different ballpark. I don't want to teach for SoulCycle. I'm just kind of using that as an example. Most studios and most like lead instructors at the studios have different trainings, and also different studios like to do different types of workouts. One studio might be really into making sure the choreography is really challenging, whereas another studio like Cycle Bar, for example, they do add in choreography, but I think their format is more based on RPMs and resistance and kind of letting the rider feel it out and work within different zones. So it really just depends on the studio that you are spinning at. So if you have a dream to teach at a specific studio, you should probably check in with their staff and see what you need to do to get certified. I just personally wanted to learn more about how to create the workout, and if I wanted to create a workout on my own bike, what would be the best method to do that. And so I wanted to get certified, and now I am. And so now if the opportunity presents itself, I have that knowledge under my belt and we can kind of roll from there. But yeah, that's always been a dream of mine. If you listen to the show, you already know that. So I don't know, we'll just kind of see what happens with that. Lots of people asked how school's going. Oh, and then any plans after graduation. Yes. School's going okay. I posted a YouTube video a couple weeks ago and I was just kind of really upset. I think I was just trying to find my footing in like the new semester, and now that the ball's rolling, I kind of have it under control. I was also very stressed out that week and I was on my period, so long story short, it was just a lot all at once. Yeah, I mean, now it's fine. We're rolling. I found my footing, all is well. And I'm going to graduate this spring. If you guys didn't know that, I'm a senior in college. I go to University of Maryland Global. I do completely online school. I love it. And I also kind of hate it to some degree, but it works for my lifestyle. And I miss being in a classroom, but ultimately this is the best way for me to finish out my degree, and I'm just going to roll with it because I think, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Okay, in 9 to 10 months, I will be done with school for the foreseeable future. So I'm just going to grind it out the next couple months and just be done. And then as far as after I graduate, I hope to take Lily Rako Health to the next level. I hope to be working in the health and wellness, maybe fitness industry to some degree, like we just discussed. And I'm definitely going to move somewhere cool with my boyfriend of almost 3 years, Sam. And that will probably just depend on where he gets a job and obviously what he wants. I can kind of do what I would love to do from anywhere. So the deciding factor is really going to be up to him, where he gets a job, where he wants to go. And that is perfectly fine with me because I'm excited for that next chapter. And I know that it's going to be awesome. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I did get a lot of questions about like, are you ever going to move away? And the answer is yes, but like, where would I go right now? I feel like we discussed a lot in this episode and it was low-key all over the place, but I warned you guys. Did I not say it was going to be all over the place? I think I did. But I hope that you guys enjoyed it, kind of maybe learned like a little bit about me, a little bit more about my life, since that is something that you guys said that you were interested in. So maybe we can do more stuff like this. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys want to see in season 3. I'm always open to your topic ideas and suggestions and whatnot. And I do this for you. So thank you so much for letting me get to do what I do. Get ready for 2 fun episodes next week. And then, like I said, we're going to be taking a break for 2 weeks while I do some projects and stuff. And then we'll get back into 2 episodes a week for season 3. And if you are not already, be sure to subscribe to the show, like, rate, review, whatever it is now. I feel like it changes all the time, but do that. And it helps more people find the show. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at 8020pod. You can follow me on Instagram at Lily Rako. All those things are linked in the show notes as always. I love you all so much, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.